Hello everyone, today we will be doing a basic math lecture for physics. We will be in the future, we will be dealing about the calculus or and on top of that we will discuss basic differentiation which will be required. Differentiation. So, what is differentiation? Differentiation is just when we have to partially differentiate two small points in a graph. Such example, a general example given by everyone is suppose I draw a graph of this, then I told you this point. Now here one tangent is drawn to cover, thus by applying this and this we can determine this angle. Thus that's will that the tan theta component theta, therefore tan theta slope slope and also tan theta is the slope tan theta is the slope. Okay, so if I took a function like is this easier to determine? Okay, so if I took a symmetrical line like this and then I told you to determine the slope. Now the determining slope is very tough because tangent, if I use a tangent, it cannot be used for it cannot cover both points. So what can I do there? In such types of case, I took these 2 points extremely closer, extremely closer. These two are points. Then these 2 points are extremely closer. These 2 points, these 2 points are extremely close, such that the distance between is both points is these points are approximate. Sorry for the external sounds. This is 0. So what's the time? If you know slope is what? Slope, if these two are points, then these two are 2 points on graph y1, y2. And these two are points x1, x2. The slope is y2 minus y1 x2 minus x1, which is tan theta because this length is perpendicular. Vectorially, if I shift it here, and thus this is the right angle triangle forming. This is y2, y1 colliding. Thus, this distance is what the corresponding third. Tan is basically what p by b. thus by recognizing that thing we can determine the slope, so if x2 minus x1, these are limited in what is this. If I say this is what this is what change in where x tends to extremely small, distance is very small, distance is very small. Thus, I then for a small instantaneous changes, for instant differences, what change? So for instantaneous changes, we use generally dx. The or in other words, if I have to write, then I can say that the rate of change of y with respect to x for a short period of time, for a short instant, for a short instant is what? Differentiation. Okay, now we will be we will be doing what? We will be determining differentiation, some general differentiative. For example, if I have to draw if I have to for a function, for a for a function of y with for x to f dash, this is generally also it is represented by f dash y, f dash y. Okay, so these are the representative terms. Okay, now we will be discussing some general formulas. We are not deriving the formula, we are just discussing the formula. X raised to the power of n is a function of y. Okay, then what would be dy by dx? If you know very well, n minus 1 x n minus 1. Okay, so if I have to let's derive it by, we will deriving it by two extinct examples. We will, let's take example of x square example. Let's take x square. We all know how the x square graph will be. We will be taking only positive axis because that will be dealing on only positive axis. This is our line, right? So we all know how is the graph. Okay, this is how is the graph. So it's like this. Okay, wait. So it's like this in positive axis. Yes. So if such cases, I take one point x1 here. The distance is extremely small, but just I have to draw it for you. I will see these 2 points correspond here. Let's say this point is x and this point is x plus del x. Okay. Let's say this point is x and this distance is del x. Thus uh, thus the system is of x plus del x is the point. Okay. So here for this function x. What is x? Y here. Y is a function of x square here. So y plus dy, del y and delta y is what x plus delta x whole square. Where will it be? Now just determine the slope with a limit that del x is tending to 0. You can easily derive the formula, which is what del y limit del x is tending to 0 upon del x. Okay, you will be easily deriving the formula. So if I do it, if I further solve it, y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1 y2 is what? X plus del x. Limit is also no limit del x is tending to 0. We will be deriving this formula. After that we will continue the next lecture. So y plus b whole square x del x square by del x. Okay, this thing is cancelled by this thing. So now I will be what I will be using this limit. Okay, I will be saying that delta x is tending to 0. I will be using it here, where I will be tending delta x to 0. This thing is cancelled when these two are cancelled. What I will be getting, that is 2x. That is 2x. Okay. Then if I try to determine the formula by using formula, because what is my x? Power 2. It will be 2 minus 1 will be 2x. Yeah. So that's the function. And there are some external sounds, That's I'm an Indian person, so yeah, that's a normal sound from family. That's you ignore that stuff. I'm not carrying my earphone though. Okay, so the system is that. Then I will be using another. Should I use another example? If I tell you that, if I say you, if I will be saying that, if I will be saying that, um, that uh, we can say it for use x cube. Y is a function of then find dy by dx. Fine. Okay. By just when you when you these 2 points, two distances, I have to determine this stuff. Then this is what this is also by the function of x cube. Same thing, that x, that is x plus del x, that is what, that is x plus del x whole cube, del x whole cube, as y plus del y, okay. Then when I will be determining y plus del y minus y times x plus del x minus x, okay, because you will be getting answer 3x 3x square 3x 3x square, okay. You will get it. Okay, determine the formula. Otherwise you just have to learn the conception of what, this system conception of this xn is y. Okay, this is our first formula's detail. First formula in detail. You can determine. I am giving you that. Then you have to conclude. Or you can take about more like x to 4. And 4 is the higher degree, no? Actually, you can also see about y is equals to x. No, that's not a. So these two are systems. So that's all for today.